Hello everyone and welcome to This is Paris, your very own behind-the-scenes pass to Paris Saint-Germain. Coming up, les Parisiens proved too strong for Lille in Ligue 1.
On a su rester concentré du début jusqu'à la fin.
Thomas Meunier shows off his teaching skills at a local school.
Partager un moment avec des enfants, c'est quand même super intéressant.
Les Rouges et Bleus continue their undefeated run in the Champions League.
El equipo ha mostrado mucho carácter.
And an unexpected win from an unlikely source. We go back to 2006.
C'est vraiment une énorme surprise pour tous les supporters.
Opening week 14 of the Ligue 1 season after the international break, league leaders Paris Saint-Germain entertained fifth-place Lille to the Parc des Princes. A special match for midfielder Idrissa Gana Gueye, up against the club that launched his career in France.
Lille représente beaucoup de choses pour moi.
Lille means a lot to me. It was my first professional club. I joined straight from the Diambars Academy in Senegal. They gave me my chance to play Ligue 1. They gave me my first professional contract. I learned a lot there, and I will always remain attached to the city, to this club.
Attaché à cette ville, à ce club.
Paris, which hadn't lost any of its 19 Ligue 1 home matches against Lille in the 21st century, could rely on Neymar Jr.'s return to the starting lineup. Injured since the 14th of October, the Brazilian was in attack alongside Angel Di Maria and Mauro Icardi. The midfield comprised Julian Draxler, Idrissa Gueye and Marquinhos, while the defence saw Thiago Silva, Presnel Kimpembe in the middle, Juan Bernat and Thomas Meunier the fullbacks, while Keylor Navas, absent against Brest, returned in goal. I was a little to the right. I think it was Angel who played me in behind the defence. I controlled and saw Mauro behind the last defender. I crossed hard and it worked. He was right there in the right place to put the ball away.
Il pèse énormément sur une
He really
défense,
works the opposition hard. He moves a lot between the lines. He comes and offers options. He's a complete attacker who can vary his game. It's very interesting when you see him on the field. He scores goals like Inzaghi, always in the 6-yard box. And he's a great help to the team at the moment. Ney accelerated with the ball and then I got it. I kept it moving. I saw Angel was alone. And if he has a ball like that, it's a certain goal. He likes to score a lot of goals. And I think today, I'm his best friend. It's always a pleasure to have players like that on your team. We try to defend well for them and give them the ball, so that they can make the difference in front of goal.
Pour qu'il fasse la différence devant.
It was harder after the break because they were down 2-0. They had to take more risks. They were trying to keep the ball a little more and cause us a bit more trouble, and that's what they did. But we were able to stay strong and not concede a goal, and that's important. We didn't control the second half completely, but we had the best opportunities in that second period. We failed to score that third goal, which would have given us a little more confidence to go on with the game.
Ça peut nous donner beaucoup de confiance si c'était possible.
We still created 4 or 5 big chances. The score could have been worse for them. And the clean sheet was our number one objective for me. And we got it.
Ça a été réalisé.
Mais c'est bien pour Keylor.
It's good for Keylor, Thiago, Kimpembe, Marky and all the defensive guys. It's good for us to have that confidence in our ability to play a match without conceding a goal. It's true that it was an important victory because it's always complicated after the international break. There are players who have played a lot of games. It's not easy to find fresh legs with the trips and everything. Today we were able to stay focused from start to finish and win the game. The victory, also the perfect way to warm up for match day 5 of the Champions League, away to Real Madrid. It's the Champions League. It's against Real Madrid. I think it's great for everyone to be there. A great game to play for the fans too. We're going to give it everything. A prestigious match, and we're going to give it all and try and win.
Bonjour, c'est Thomas et vous regardez This is Paris.
In mid-November, Thomas Meunier travelled to the 17th arrondissement of Paris to meet the kids from the Epinets Primary School, a partner school of the Paris Saint-Germain Foundation Children First for nearly 10 years. A question and answer session, autographs and lots of laughs and smiles throughout the day. Why did you come here today to see us? Well, I've got kids of my own and I enjoy spending time with them. The club asked me, and I came here with real pleasure to pay you a little visit. Is that a trick question? Bruges was my first club where I spent 5 years. I think it's worth listening to children in general and also worth spending time with them. Now that I have children, I've really become aware of the importance of being close to them, of communicating, instilling in them the values that are, I hope, the right ones. Does everyone want one? Everyone's got €5? You can write me a check.
Partager un moment avec des enfants, c'est quand même super intéressant parce que
sharing moments with kids is really great. They're carefree, no filter. They say whatever comes into their heads, and I like that. Having a real deep conversation.
Ce qui m'intéresse, c'est que d'avoir une conversation réelle et profonde.
I'm the best player? Well, that's very nice. I'm not sure a lot of people agree. Paris Saint-Germain and football clubs in general have a social responsibility, and it's important for me to go to places like the Necker Children's Hospital, to come here to schools, to share these moments, invite the kids to see training sessions. If I ask the question, who wants to be a footballer, everyone raises their hands. It makes them dream. 7 or 8 years old, they know everyone in the team. And we're a part of their lives indirectly. For them, it's important for us to be here too.
De se sentir entouré.
It's always the kids that should come first, and the foundation has understood that.
Ça fait un plaisir les enfants. Amusez-vous bien, travaillez bien surtout. L'école c'est important. Le foot c'est bien, l'école c'est mieux. Ciao, ciao.
When I was 5, I played for TSG Tübingen in Germany. My dad had just signed me up for the club at that age, but I actually always wanted to play since I was 3. I enjoyed playing football with the boys. We trained 3 times a week, and it was a lot of fun. When I was 10, I joined a slightly bigger club for the first time, SSV Reutlingen, and they played at a higher level. Their men's team played in Bundesliga too. I enjoyed it just as much as before, only I had better teammates now, who were about a year or 2 older than me at the time.
Ja, die waren auch meistens 1 bis 2 Jahre älter. Als ich 15 Jahre alt war, habe ich
When I was
den nächsten
15,
Schritt gemacht,
I took the next
und
step
bin
and changed
damals
teams again to join a Bundesliga club, which was VfB Stuttgart.
Und ja, es war dann schon nochmal ein höheres Niveau.
The level was even higher, and their youth teams were filled with the region's very best talents.
In dem Alter aus der ganzen Region.
The game was quicker
Von daher
and the standard
war's
even
einfach,
better.
Ja, viel schneller und viel besser und es hat trotzdem gleich viel Spaß gemacht. Als ich 20 Jahre alt
When I was
war,
20, I'd already played for FC Schalke.
gespielt.
I played at a senior level for the past year and had gained my first experiences as a professional player. I got the chance to play a couple of Bundesliga games, even Europa League games. It was at that age when my professional career really kicked off.
So hat meine Profikarriere quasi mit den ersten Spielen damals begonnen.
Last week was a very special day for the kids from the Paris Saint-Germain Foundation Children's First, who got the chance to watch training at the Urdu Training Centre firsthand. And after watching the session, they even got a special visit from some of the players. An unforgettable moment for these fans of Les Rouges et Bleus. Still to come on This Is Paris, top spot in the Champions League group is up for grabs against Real Madrid. And we travel back to 2006 when Paris finally got a win away to Monaco. On Monday, November 25th, Les Parisiens met up at the Bourget airport north of the French capital for the flight to Madrid and the Champions League showdown with the mighty Real. After a quick stop at the team hotel, Les Rouges et Bleus headed for the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu for the traditional pre-match press conference and training session. A last session in good spirits for the Paris squad, focused on one goal, securing first place in Group A. It's true, we're already qualified for the next round. Now it's up to us to do what it takes to get that first place, which is also important for the club. We're going to do everything we can to prepare well for this game and, above all, try and finish top of the group. That will be important for the rest of the competition. Everyone knows we can beat any team on our day. We have a great team with great players. We don't doubt that. We always try to do things correctly, prepare well, and try to win every game. We started this competition very well, and we hope it continues. For this top-of-the-table clash, the Parisian fans travelled in large numbers, more than 3,000 of them proudly wearing their colours in the streets of the Spanish capital, including 350 members of 20 different fan clubs from all over the world. For this huge clash, coach Thomas Tuchel went with a near-identical side to the one that won the first leg last September. The only change, Kylian Mbappe replacing Pablo Sarabia in attack. The French world champion celebrating his 100th appearance for Paris, while Angel Di Maria played his 200th official match in Rouge et Bleu. While Keylor Navas was back in a stadium that was his home for 5 seasons. Paris started well in an even opening 10 minutes and fired the first shot in anger through Mauro Icardi. But it was Madrid who found the breakthrough just after the quarter-hour mark.
And in from Karim Benzema.
Karim Benzema opening the scoring for the home side. It was the first goal conceded by Thomas Tuchel's side in the whole competition. Les Rouges et Bleus were under pressure, but they could count on Keylor Navas at the very summit of his game. The Costa Rican star twice denying Toni Kroos. Up the other end, Thibaut Courtois answered in kind to keep out Kylian Mbappe. The ball flew from one goal to the other. Navas pulling off another magnificent save to deny Dani Carvajal. Just before the break, Mauro Icardi, played in by Angel Di Maria, was brought down on the edge of the box. The referee saw the foul and produced a red card for Courtois before the VAR overturned the decision. The referee rescinding the red card and giving a free kick for a foul in the build-up by Idrissa Gueye on Marcelo. It was 1-0 at half-time. The match continued in similar vein after the restart, with Keylor Navas in a starring role. The Parisian goalkeeper made 10 saves in the game, a Champions League record for the club from the French capital. But even Navas could do nothing to keep out Real's second on 79 minutes.
Centre de Marcelo, la tête de Benzema, le doublé pour Benzema.
The team showed a lot of character when down 2-0.
De estar un 0-2 por debajo en el marcador.
Paris were down, but not out, and struck back immediately.
Mbappe! Straight away at the other end, halves the deficit. And PSG are back in the game immediately.
And 2 minutes later, Les Rouges et Bleus were back on level terms, courtesy of their former Castilla man.
Et la frappe, et la deuxième, et le but pour Sarabia. Énorme. En 2 minutes, ils ont tout changé, les Parisiens.
The thrilling finale could even have gone either way in stoppage time. But Courtois denied Mbappe before the post saved Les Rouges et Bleus at the other end as it finished 2-2. It was a special game for me. Every time I come to this stadium, it's special for everything I went through here as a kid. They treated me well and I'll always be grateful. It's also special because we came back from 2 goals down in a difficult game.
Empatar ese partido que por una parte pues estaba muy cuesta arriba.
Thanks to the draw, Paris are guaranteed top spot in Group A. A team with character, I think you need that to do great things in any competition. We've shown we can come from 2 goals down at such a difficult place as the Bernabeu. In November, Benjamin Uri, technical director of the Paris Saint-Germain Academy, arrived in Florida, the historic bastion of the Parisian academies in the US, for the annual training of the coaches. On the program, theoretical sessions, followed by practical applications.
We're at the Paris Saint-Germain Academy USA campus. We're here for one-day coaching clinic for all the coaches that we have all around the USA. Makes it tactical aspect in it. So the PSG's methodology is focused on creating intelligent players that understand the game. So it's very important for us to meet as coaches so that we work on all the documents that's going to improve the whole staff. Then we were on the pitch with a group of under-15s where we worked on specific training drills, the same ones that we do in Paris, and we did them here with the local coaches.
Bravo, bien, bien. Pass, pass, and sprint, sprint. Good job.
This practice has been very unique. We learned about perception. We learned how to take the information before we receive the ball, and when we receive the ball, how to deliver, and how to help our teammates as well as us.
Gab, stay there, Gab. Defense, defense!
It was a great day for us to share a methodology of training so that all our coaches work exactly the same thing in all our different locations.
September 2006, and Paris Saint-Germain travelled to Monaco in the Stade Louis II, not traditionally a happy hunting ground for les Rouges et Bleus.
Monaco, c'est la bête noire.
Monaco is Paris Saint-Germain's bogey team. PSG hadn't won in Monaco for 22 years, just one win in 32. So the fans didn't really know what to expect. They were hoping for a win. But this fixture, they always treated almost like an automatic defeat. And things didn't start well for Paris, who fell behind to Mohamed Kalon's 33rd minute goal. But Guy Lecomte's men bounced back quickly, and from an unlikely source, David Rosenal. He hit the shot, a real surprise. Nobody was expecting it. After a little 1-2, a crisp hit. The funny thing is, that would be his only ever goal for Paris Saint-Germain. He was a European under-19 champion with the Czech Republic. He arrived from Belgium a year earlier and had struggled to settle a little. He was a very technical player, very elegant. And it's true that Guy Lecomte wanted, a little like Marquinhos today, to move him into midfield, to use his defence and passing game better. He was very technical. 1-1 at the break and then 2-1 for Paris in the 54th minute. And once again, it was from a very unexpected source. David Hellebuik, who like Rosenhal, scored his only goal for Paris in this match. Here too, it was a magnificent strike, pure. Everyone thought, because he was starting his career with Paris, that this was the beginning of something special, that might even one day lead to the France national team, because this was a young player with a lot of potential. He'd had an unusual career path. He was very good at a very young age, European under-17 champion with France, and Guy Lecomte, who knew him when he started out, decided to bring him to Paris Saint-Germain to help him develop. These two goals meant that Paris won against Monaco, a huge surprise for the fans. And Paris even went on to win the return game at the Parc des Princes. Never before in the club's history had Paris won against Monaco home and away in the league. It shows you what a performance this was.
À domicile à l'extérieur, c'est pour vous dire la performance de ces joueurs.